Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
What's happening, people? Back again for another footy talk. ROMZ, what are you telling me, bro?
Bro, man, listen, unless you got an affiliation with Man United, it's been a sad week for football, bro. These last couple of days I've not been that car. Listen, remember, I think you're the first person that told me about the links for him to your club, right, a couple of weeks ago. And I said, Rants, if you get him, even before we got Slot, yeah, my main two guys were Amorim and Flick, in it. But this guy's a bad man. And I know there's that narrative. They said this about Ten Hag, this, that, and the other. I think the big difference is Ten Hag was still under the Glazers, innit? Like, this is a new regime, do you know what I mean? And the thing is, it coincides because the man upstairs at Barada and that, they like to play the same type of football as Amorim. But this ain't good news. If you're not affiliated to United or Amorim himself, this ain't good news still. But I think this is where potentially, obviously, we still need to see it. Obviously, the rivals are going to do what we need to do. We need to see it yet, just because he's come to the club. But you know when you just know, bro. You know when you just know. I didn't like this appointment one bit, bro. One bit.
It's a great appointment, and also it's like when people are talking about the Ten Hag thing, they need to understand here that Ajax are a team in the league that have the highest wages. They spend the most amount of money. It's not the same job as, do you know what I mean? The duopoly that Benfica and Porto have in Portugal, blood. 19 years, you know. No one outside of them two won a title, and
Yeah.
he's cut through and won 2 in 5 seasons. And one of them I don't think was a full season. So, brother, listen, this guy's serious. I'll be real. He's serious, innit? This is nothing like the Ten Hag comparisons. It's not even close. So it's one of them things where people have a right to be excited, but at the same time, I think people need to be patient. People need to be patient because I done a watch along for Sporting yesterday, and the style of play that they play, we're not going to be able to play like that straight away, bro, because we don't have the football IQ and we don't have the technical level players to play that football from the jump. There'll be a few players that can play it, but the likes of the Rashfords, the Brunos, the Garnachos, the Hoylands, they're not going to be able to play that from the jump, bro. They don't have the football understanding. They don't have the football ability to do those things. Do you know what I mean? So I was watching the game and I was looking at it and seeing, yo, like, who in the team can you replicate? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously they got Edwards on that side. Ahmad can do that. Ahmad's got the technical ability to do what Edwards does, or whoever. Do you know what I'm saying? But when I'm looking at the quick give and goes and the combination plays, like Rasmus can't do them quick combinations. Do you know what I mean? That's a Xerxes thing. So Rasmus is gonna have to learn that. Rashford's not really a quick combination guy. He's gonna have to kind of learn that. Do you know what I'm saying? So a few of these players are gonna have to completely change their game, or they're gonna struggle, bro.
And do you know what is with Amorim as well? We've said many times on the stream, a good hallmark of a manager is improving players, bro. These are just some of the names off the top of my head. Paulina, that's obviously at Bayern. Nuno Mendes at PSG now. Even the glaring obvious one, Gyökeres from Coventry, bro, to winning the league. Diamonde, Inacio, Mateus Nunes, which is now balling out at Man City. The chat could even probably help me out. They're just the names off the top of my head, bro. Like he improves. But how can I forget
Porro as well?
Porro as well. And one of the techiest ballers I personally played against, Marcus Edwards, bro. I don't know where Marcus Edwards is now. I don't know if he's still there, but bro,
He's there. He played yesterday.
Oh, he still is there, yeah. I think when I was looking into a sport, and I think he had an injury because I didn't see him in the squad, whatnot. But he had one of the seasons of his life, bro. And the things he's shown he can do it against English teams as well, because he smoked Arsenal, Ugarte as well, and that's a match made in heaven. Because hold on, the manager I played my best football and just walking through the door in my first season. But I think where you're right is United fans will have to be realistic with this, because if I was a United fan, Rants, I would just want the Europa League, because there's an avenue. Man are saying top 4 is realistic. Bun the positions, bro, because if you win Europa League, not only you get a trophy, it's direct pot 1 into Champions League, bro.
Facts. So, bro, this is what I'm saying. To me, that's the only target for the manager this season is Europa League and implement your style of play. I don't care about the Premier League this season, bro. I don't care. I think we should finish top 6 anyway with the squad we've got. So for me, I'm saying to the manager, finish top 6, win us the Europa League, get us into pot 1 of the Champions League. And that's better than finishing in top 4, bro, because he's gonna have to try and play loads of different players in different positions, work out if they can do what he's asked of them, because he's got that long until the summer. Then he's gonna know who he wants to get rid of.
Exactly.
Do you know?
And do you know what it is as well, bro?
Games to work out who you trust, who you don't trust, who can do what you want, who can't. And in the short term, see where we need to strengthen in January. I already know that we need a left-footed wing back, potentially in January for him. That's probably the only position that we just simply do not have anyone. Do you know what I mean? Other than that, like, use these games to kind of work out who you like, who you don't like, who can do what you want, so on and so forth. And that means that the results are going to be up and down. But as long as I see a style of play, I'm not really too fussed about the results.
And do you know what? There's a washed narrative he can't play 3 at the back. Bro, Conte come in one of his first seasons and done it. Difference is though, Chelsea still had a core.
Have you won the
And
league doing that?
Exactly, bro. But you hit the nail. I think with Victor Moses playing wing back, and I can't remember who the other one was.
Victor Moses cooked, blood.
Bro,
Was it Alonso and Moses, or was it Moses?
I think it was Alonso and Moses. I think it was them two. But the difference is you hit the nail on the head, bro. The reason why he can't come in and go on a chat charge and whatnot, because you simply don't have his players. And that's probably why he might not be able to play free at the back, specifically this season, because like you said,
think he will. I think he will. We've got Victor Lindelof, yeah, and he played for Benfica with Lindelof, and they played a free at the back in that team as well. And Lindelof played right centre back in that team.
And do you know what I just clocked as well, bro? Actually, do you know why he could play free at the back? Because if there's a department in your team where you've got the most technicians, it probably is your defense, bro.
Yeah.
Because Mazraoui, De Ligt can penetrate. Say what you want about Martinez. Martinez can split attacks and he is good on the ball. Euro to come back. You know what? He maybe could, but it's the players going forward, the midfielders and the attackers and all. But yeah, to be fair, he's actually got the man that actually need to play ball and are actually technically sound. They're normally coming your defense.
Yeah, bro. Johnny Evans can play free at the back, no problem.
Maguire, bro.
Maguire can play free at the back, but the high line, they play a super high line, bro. Them think that Spurs high line is high, bro. Wait till them man see the Amorim thing, bro. What I was watching yesterday was crazy. Them man were having a barbecue, blood, in the other team's half, bro. Didn't let them out. Didn't let these men out.
Sky Sports put up a graphic. I don't normally like to look at stats like that, but I think the top 10 teams in Europe, Sporting were like 4th or 5th. Their high line was, bro, it was crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts, bro. It's mad aggressive. It's just only slightly less aggressive than Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso's high line is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, bro. Like, the man got all 10 players, all 10 players literally in the defensive third of the other team, bro. It's nasty, bro. Like, them man are super high up.
But I think he's getting found out now because they're not even having the greatest starts of their season.
Exactly. But bro, when I watched Alonso play, yeah, because obviously the hype was there, and I told these man know me. Do you know what I mean? I analyzed the game and I said, watch when Alonso comes up against an Italian team, bro, because they're gonna snuff him out, bro, because they're gonna see all this, and that's exactly what happened. Atalanta bust his head, and since then he hasn't really been able to switch it up, innit? I think that he probably needs to drop the defensive line about 5 yards, bro, because it's one of them things now. The best way to play against them is to stay really, really compact and just have 2 people breaking away, bro. You can get them because they commit, bro. Like, they really commit.
You know where you're spotting as well, yeah? I watched them against Brest, their last game in it, because it was the early kickoff. All of the big games hadn't started yet. And I watched their game against Brest, and you're spotting that they were just sitting back and just hitting them. But the amount of space that man could run into was they had that I used to play for Norwich. They had that Pease Malou guy, which he's a bit lanky, but he's quite good on the ball. And he was just finding, I don't even know the wingers, but bare black man on each wing, bro. He was just picking them off, bro. And they're going in behind. And that game ended up 1-1. And you're right. I was thinking, like, you can have a high line, but why is every man in the opposition half like it's literally suicide? The minute that turns over, you're finished. And yeah, they didn't even end up winning that game. That ended 1-1. So you're spot on, bro. I just think not even necessarily an Italian team, a team that's just pragmatic, bro, will just give them problems. Do you know what I mean? Right. And that's why I have to big up Gasperini, because like you said, in that Europa League final, not only he has the attacking prowess to hurt them, they're defensively solid as well. So they were pissed either way. And the scoreline even reflected that. So yeah, Alonso's getting found out. I just hope he plays that in a few weeks' time against us, bro, because we all love that as well, fam.
That's what I mean. But stylistically, he's very similar to Amorim. Very, very similar, bro. Like, what people aren't understanding is the speed at which Amorim likes to play the ball in central areas. When they get to like the edge of the box, it's 1-2 touch, like bang, bang, bang. Like, bro, Man United ain't got players that could do. Rashford can't do that. Bruno can't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of our attackers can't do that. So it's going to be very interesting to see, yeah, if he does what I hope he does, and that's play Kobe Mino a bit further forward and just say fuck it. You know them ones. Like, this is what we need to do. We need to let our techie ballers actually play, and I think that eventually we'll cook. But it's going to be a process of elimination for him at the start, because new managers always kind of want to give everyone a fair shake, or at least make them feel like everyone's got a clean slate.
Yeah.
Even though as a manager, you're always gonna have your preconceived notions of certain people. Do you know what I mean? But you want to see them in training. Do you know what I mean? You want to see, all right, cool. Can Rashford potentially play in one of these 10 positions? Probably not, but man have to give him a run out there to see if he can do it. Do you know what I mean? And so on and so forth, man. But with INEOS, I'm starting to have faith that whoever he doesn't want, they'll fuck them off, you know, because these man are cold, you know. I can't even lie. A lot of the stuff that we thought, we're now getting the receipts, blood. Even the Reed Van Nistelrooy thing. The Reed Van Nistelrooy thing, that man said, fuck it, he ain't our guy. We don't care.
Yeah. And that's a guy that your fan base was calling out for, saying, give him it to the end of the season. They're like, no, if he's not our guy, he's not getting the job. And the thing is, I kind of hear it because it happened. I'm not saying Ruud Van Nistelrooy is Ollie in it, but it happened with Ollie. Remember, you went on I think it was 19 games unbeaten, or Brazy
crazy.
Run.
Yeah, something like 25 unbeaten or something fuckery like that, bro.
I remember it, bro. It was mad. And PSG were wanted to get. That's when Greenwood and Rashford were doing a madness at the park, the Prance, bro. And then I remember, I swear that's when, was it Rashford touched him back his head, bro?
Yeah, the little man him after man packed out Buffon, blood. Listen.
Yeah, man, that was bad. But I remember United fans were saying, you know what? He deserves maybe a year or two more. And then, bro, the wheels just came off. And a lot of United fans are starting to clock. We can't necessarily take that risk with Ruud. And Ruud, you don't want to damage a man's legacy because he's not a legend for you lot, but more of a cult hero, innit? You just wanted him to keep his legacy intact because we've seen it happen with good players turning to managers and then they're looking a bit funny under the light, bro. So, you know what? I have to big up INEOS for that. But their first mistake they did was leaving Ten Hag this long. They've now sacked him. They've pulled the plug. And now we see what they go from there. Because I feel like if INEOS get it right with a lot of decisions going forward, everyone will give that Ten Hag decision a bly, innit? And I've still said, I was saying it to Flawless a couple of weeks ago, the season's still salvageable for you lot. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's salvageable for you lot. Like, again, man was saying in the comments, league positions don't matter. United can't finish 8th again. Well, if United finish 8th and win the Europa League, I don't think
I'm cool with finishing 8th now, exactly, bro. As long as we get the Europa.
Yeah, man. So I can't lie. This disappointment. Again, you're going to get people saying, oh, still give it time. I get that. But you know this is one that's just going to work, bro. And you always know a manager's good by the clubs linked by him. I think Barca were linked with him before Flick. We were linked with him. I think they weren't strong links, but Real Madrid were also linked to him. You know, Ancelotti's always on the peripheral of getting... And I think he probably does go next summer, and Alonso will probably replace him. But Amorim's a bad man.
And West Ham wanted him as well, bro. And apparently he just had them... He weren't answering their calls. You know them, man.
No, bro, I think he flew over for an interview and he said, "Ban this." And he
but they're saying that West Ham paid for his flight and then he went to see someone else, blood. I think he went to see you lot. You know them ones there, like, and they got pissed off because he was like, "Fuck it, while I'm in England, let me just go chat to Liverpool real quick as well." Because, you know what I mean, they got the idea that he was kind of just, you get me, he wasn't really interested in them. Like, he kind of just went there just to see what go on, innit? So that's why they were saying West Ham paid for man's flight, blood. The man was meeting other teams when he was in England, bro. So he don't give a fuck. He knew he was too big for West Ham. He knew he was too big for West Ham, bro. And it's just one of them things where he's an insane coach, bro. Like he's a top coach, and there's not many top coaches in football, blood. He's one of the elite coaches in football, blood, and there's not a lot of them. So it's just one of them ones where, like, this, I can't lie, this is sick, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, for me, as a football purist, I'm going to love this. A lot of these top reds probably not going to love it the way I'm going to love it. Like, even these man talking about the system, bro. Why does it matter how many players at the back? Why does it matter? Exactly. You know them ones, man are like, Paul Scholes was like, I'm not sure we're free at the backside. Bruv, what are you talking about? Free in the backside, bro. Listen, like, brother, like, we are a football team. We play what we play. There's no such thing as not a this side or that side,
right,
brother.
It's as simple as this. Coach. It's as simple as this. As a manager, you can play what formation positions you want. As long as you got the players that can carry out what you want them to do and implement the way you want to play, you can play. And I think we've seen most formations win the league, bro. Obviously, back in the late 90s, early 90s, it was the 4-4-2. Then I'll say from about the mainly in the 2010s, it was the 4-3-3. Then I'll say last 6-7 years is 4-3-3 with inverted with kind of inside forwards. And now everyone wants to do the inverted thing where you add an extra fullback, one of your fullbacks in the midfield. But we've seen many different systems. There's more than one way to skin a cat. This is why styles make fights, bro, because you're not going to have everyone playing the same formation. What I do agree with, and like you said, the three at the back this season may not necessarily work, but then when you're naming the centre backs you have that can, the one area in your team that can actually good at ball playing, maybe it could. And it also have to be realistic with your objectives. If Paul Scholes saying three at the back can't work to win the league, well, we know that. Like that, of course, it can't. If you're going to say three at the back can't work to get top 4, top 6,
okay, yeah,
I disagree with that, bro. Because even top 4 now, I think you're only 4 or 5 points behind certain teams.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't.
I know you're not bothered. But
I don't want to focus on top 4 because you know what it is. Yeah, I think focusing on top 4, yeah, is gonna take away from all the good stuff that the coach is gonna be doing. You know them ones there, bro. Like football's a results business. However, Man United fans, yeah, they will get giddy, bro. I know what will happen, bro. The manager will come in, yeah. We'll go on a nice little run, yeah. Winnable games that we probably should even win under Ten Hag after the Chelsea game. And these guys will start dreaming. Nah, bro, I'm more interested in the football I see than the results. I'm not interested in the results because if the football's right, the results will come. What I don't want to see is Man United picking up results, but these players are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it's not looking like it's meant to look like. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when it's not looking like it's meant to look like, there's always a dagger around the corner, bro. Like I would rather see the football I'm meant to see. That's what I want to see. That's what the season is for.
Let's say you have 4 games, yeah. You would rather see, let's say United pick up, let's say 8. I think 2 wins and 2 draws is 8 points. Let's say you pick up 8 points out of the 12. But in all 4 of them games, the performances was tip-top. Players were carrying out what they're supposed to do. You'd rather that than 12 out of 12 points, but then the performance weren't there. It was a bit janky, just getting over that. I hear you. And this is what I was saying, yeah. Even just before Ten Hag, I said United need that kind of Amorim, Marco Silva, Thomas Frank, just to implement a style first. Because sometimes they might not necessarily be the manager that takes you to the promised land or win the league or whatnot. But sometimes some managers are stepping stone. Let's be honest. You're there for a certain purpose, and then you might get in the next guy to take over from there and then actually bring you to the league and Champions League. One thing I'll say about, sorry, I shouldn't put Amorim in their category. For me, Thomas Frank's
in that category, yeah.
But Amorim's probably a bit above. He could actually be the guy that not only gets you in and around top 4, then actually pushes you on to be a title challenging team again. But I said, I can't go. When people are saying, oh, there's other big names out there, the Inzaghi's, the Zidane, I don't think that's what United need just now, bro.
I don't think United need I don't think United need a Zidane at any time. Do you know what I mean? I think Zidane's very similar to Carlo Ancelotti.
His team needs to be ready made.
Yeah, the team needs to be right in it. And Amorim, is the perfect manager for this job. There's not a better manager for this job in terms of what he's done in football, in terms of United's heritage. Even though I don't give a shit about it. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a shit about it. I just want to win games, innit? Like I don't care about their heritage, but he's known for bringing through youth players and nurturing talent. That's a part of the ethos of the football club. I don't care about that, but the club care about that. So he ticks that box. Do you know what I mean? He's already won. He's 39 years old. He's won 2 league titles already. And he won a cup at Braga. And he's won cups at Sporting. I think he's won 4 or 5 trophies at Sporting Lisbon. Yeah.
He did a league and cup double one of the years. It was because remember, I've done my due diligence on him.
Because he was linked with you lot heavy.
Literally, bro. So I think it was it was the season after lockdown. He won. You see, Portugal, they're like us. They got 2 domestic cups. You know, most countries have 1. But I think Portugal, England, and France abolished their one.
France got rid of their league cup.
But that was recently, innit? I think that was last year. But Portugal, France, and England for years had 4, where Spain, Italy, Germany, they only have the 3, innit? But yeah, bro, Amorim's a bad man. And I think the main thing I would be excited if I was a United fan is not only he implements his style of play, it's how he improves plays. Man like Kobe, Ahmad, Xerxes, all these men are going to go up another level, bro.
But this is what I'm looking forward to, because he favors technical players, which I like. Like, all of his players are technical. And then on top of that, yeah, there's been a lot being said about his communication. Like, you can even see, like, I just like his body language, bro. Like, man's 39 years old. Man's on the touchline in a tracksuit, blood, in a night tech, bruv, and fresh white trainers, bro. You know, like that. Man ain't stiff in some ill-fitting suit and that. Man's just there in a tracksuit, blood. Yesterday, man was just chilling on the side in a tracksuit with a little jacket over the top. You get me? And he's just chilled, fam. My man's busting jokes in the press conference and that he's mad relaxed.
You know when a man's just comfortable in their own skin and they're not trying to impress anyone. I hear you, bro. I actually hear you still. I actually hear you. But yeah, man, this for me, this is going to be a good appointment. Some people are going to try and do the hater thing, bro. I think United, I'm not going to use the words back, but you lot are going to go on an upwards trajectory under this guy. I can see it because even Europa League, yeah. I'm going to speak about that competition quickly. When you look at all the teams, I know football's not played on paper, but when you look at all the teams, you lot are the best team in that competition, maybe by name actually. But then even when you look at players, right? Because I've always said, as much as I hate your club, you can't tell me the players at United are 14th, 15th Premier League table team. You're still, I only believe there's probably player-wise only probably about 5-6 teams better than you in the league. I still think in Europa League, you should be winning that. And with a manager that is a winner, that's won the leagues and cups. And I don't like how people say it's the Portuguese league. When you're breaking that dominance of Porto and Benfica, you have to put respect on it. That's why even with Arne Slot, I'll bring it back to my manager. When people are saying the Dutch league's dead, it's like, hold on. Ajax and Feyenoord were winning for 5-6 years in a row, and he broke that. So you have to put respect on that. So, yeah, when I look at Europa League, you lot should be winning that. Especially, I always said, if Ten Hag stays here, I think this will probably be the first season you don't win a trophy because it's too much. There's only so far you can go at. But with Amorim, with these players, and I do think INEOS will probably back him in the summer as well. Not summer.
Oh, bro, they are, bruv. I reckon, bruv, they've been backing him.
Winter, sorry, I meant the winter, January.
They'll back him in it, but they've been backing him. When you look at the players they signed, yeah, and this is why man have to put respect on INEOS's name, bro, because it's like it's funny because amongst RC United fans, do you know what I'm saying? Like we've got you got Nurden and Musa that are like, yo, Jim the Rat, don't trust these man. Them man ain't got a plan. You know them ones there. Yeah. And then you got me who's in between where it's like, nah, hold on. Like, man can see what these men are doing. Like, let it marinate. Do you know what I mean? But nah, they should have sacked, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just I'm judging them on what they're doing. Them man are saying straight from the jump, nah, fuck that. Musa was there like, bruh, them man turned the heating on. So what? You know them ones there. Man are very nonchalant with it, bro. But when you look at the timeline, yeah, I called it early. When I started seeing, the recruitment that we were doing, I was like, bro, this team, I've got a video out there. I was like, this is a 3 at the back team. Do you know what I mean? I was like, bro, they're clearly building something, yeah? They're building a 3 at the back team. It might be Wilcox, who favors the 3 at the back because we got linked with Inzaghi, who's 3 at the back as well. Do you know what I mean? And apparently, like, they sounded out Inzaghi and he just kind of rejected it. He don't speak the language anyway, but maybe Wilcox favors a 3 at the back, but the Amorim thing, it kind of looks like they knew he was coming, bro. Because even the noise before was saying that he was leaving at the end of the season anyway. This was his last season at Sporting. That's why Sporting aren't really pissed because they knew he was leaving anyway. It's just that the thing's been sped up.
When he's won you 2 league titles, you can't be pissed at a man for that because you hadn't seen any the 20 years prior to that anyway. So you have to be grateful at this point. And I think you're bang on. I think you're spot on because, bro, like when I deep it, it's evident that they knew they wanted to get a possession-based, quite attacking manager, whether it be at Amorim, whether it be like a Marco, that's someone of that ilk, because it's evident in the players you've signed. When Bar probably got it because he's not the best on the ball, but again, he's working with a man he's familiar with, so you're probably going to see him improve. And I think he had a very good game against. I see you lot play. You lot played someone the other day. Who was it? It might have even been Fenerbahce first half.
Yeah, but he was just doing the crash bang wallop thing, innit? That's what he does. He runs and just crashes people, innit? He's
but at the end of the day, you have to credit man for that because that's him. That's him. Sorry, bro, my house phone's coming off. 1 minute.
You know what? All right, big up everyone inside. Let's get these lights up as well. Let's get these lights up, people, bruv. We got nearly 1,800 in here. Do you know what I'm saying? We can do 900 likes, people. Run it up. Let me play this. Let me play this video now anyway, while we wait for ROMZ to cut back through, blood. Let me see something.
I wanted to ask you about your tactics. No, not really. I've heard the words Manchester United mentioned quite a few times this press conference. Could you sum up where we are with the Manchester United move?
We have to wait a little bit more to explain everything I need to explain, and then it will be very clear.
But the club, obviously, they have to, if an approach is made for their head coach, because of the rules, have said that approach has been made and the compensation fee has been agreed. So it's now your decision, I guess.
Yes, that's what I said. It's my decision. I will tell everything. So we have to wait. That's it.
How long?
I don't know.
Will you be in the dugout at Old Trafford on Sunday?
I will be here.
Definitely.
I don't know. Thank you.
That's it. I don't know, bruv. You know, like that, bro. Listen, man had to be listening. But I say I don't know, cuz. You know what I mean? He's like, bruv, you're asking me questions I don't know the answer to, my G. You know them ones. Them man are negotiating. I got an agent. Them man are sorting out things. I'm here, bro. You get me? Like, this is what it is. Man said you definitely get, but I don't know, bruv. Like,
you can tell he's got personality as well, because, bro, Ten Hag could barely speak his own language, let alone English, bro.
Yeah.
He's just bland. And man, listen, let's be honest. In football, we've preferred managers that have personality. Look at Pep. Pep's sarcastic all the time. Say what you want about Klopp. Klopp would be sarcastic or just be angry at a man and rip their head off. Mourinho's the best at it. The best managers always have personality, and you could see he's already got personality already, bro. Like,
yeah, you can tell. Man's got mad sarcasm. I'm waiting for it. You know them ones there, bro. I'm waiting for it. You know them ones there, bro. I'm waiting for the head loss, because at some point, you know what I'm saying, we'll get screwed over or we'll lose a game, and man will start moving crazy. You can see it already, bro. Do you know what I mean? And them Portuguese brothers are mad passionate, like they're mad emotional, blood. So I know, he's gonna be going crazy on the side. So it's one of them ones where, like, at the moment, like watching Sporting, he looks super relaxed on the side, but it's because them man are playing the football he wants them to play. You know them ones. But I think at the beginning, whilst we're learning his system, I think he's gonna be mad animated, and people are gonna get used to that. But he's proper, like he's a proper coach, innit? And all the noise about him is that his man management is A1. And to be honest, it's not really a surprise, because again, the man management thing, like. And he was a captain as a player, bro. Do you know what I mean? So when you're a captain as a player, you're supposed to manage the dressing room anyway. Like, that's your job.
And it's not even just being a captain, bro. He was captain of the biggest club in Portugal. I think it was Benfica, innit? This is what I mean. Like, he knows what he's doing, bro. And I feel like when you've been a captain as a player, that kind of translates into being a manager anyway, because it's the same principles. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, I can't lie. For me, I know a lot of people, because I was even one of them rants that even said Ten Hag that he's going to do his thing for United. But I that was off the premise what he did at Ajax. But Amorim, I feel like there's more of a sample size for him, because even when you look at his tenure at Ajax, though, let's be honest, it was that 18-19 season when they smoked Madrid and Spurs and that swindled everyone, because
they gave him the gas.
Yeah, bro, because I speak to my brethren who I don't really watch Eredivisie like that, but he does, and he was like, I'll be real, I'm not just saying this because he's doing bad at United now. And my boy said this to me last year. But outside of that 18-19 season, he won league titles, but it's not like he was amazing. It's because he announced himself to the world in the competition, beating Madrid. Everyone started to basically give him his plaudits. But other than that, he was never really cold before and after. So, yeah, man, where Amorim has been cold. Like, the way he dealt with Arsenal in Europa League, and that wasn't a dead Arsenal team, bro. This is the one that the team that they challenged the first time. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Amorim, this is going to be a good appointment in my opinion, bro. And it makes me sick, but it's going to be a very good appointment for you, man.
Yeah, no, he's serious, bro. I'll be real. He's very, very serious. He'll love us playing good football, and yeah, man, I think the fans are gonna love him still. Do you know what I mean? So
I was going to say, Rants, this comment, you wouldn't have minded Motta as well, innit? It was hard because he's only just joined you.
Motta is probably like out of the new names. out of the new names, like Inzaghi and Motta are my guys. Obviously, De Zerbi as well, the Italians, bro. Do you know what I mean? Amorim, out of Amorim, Nagelsmann, and Xavi, we were linked with. Amorim was my first choice, but yeah, like the Motta thing. Motta's a cold coach for me. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a cold coach, man. But I can't lie. Amorim is more aggressive offensively than Motta, innit? And I think Man United need goals, bro. Like, I've been starved of goals, blood. Last 2 seasons, them man ain't scored 60 goals in the league. So,
you
I
owe
mean,
the Premier League goals, bro.
oh, bro, listen, my man in the overdraft, cuz, you know, like that. So, man need goals, bruv. You know, like that. And in his system, we're gonna get goals. I see a lot of Man United fans saying, "Oh, Rants, we need goals," and that. The goals come from the system. That's where the goals come from. Like even the Gyökeres stuff, yeah. A lot of guys completely misprofiling Gyökeres, yeah. And I see loads of people going crazy over Gyökeres and like overrating him and stuff. He's a good player. He's a very good player, but people need to understand, yeah, the system that Amorim has created, yeah. If you're a half clever centre forward, yeah, and you know how to play touch as a wall and then spin off, you're gonna score goals, bro. Like Chris Wood is gonna score goals in this system. Like, I'll be honest, like anyone that can play with their back to goal, yeah, and connect very quickly are gonna get goals, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, yeah, Gyökeres is a very good player. He's underrated in terms of his hold-up play. Do you know what I'm saying? If you look at his goal involvements, he does a lot of pinning. Like they play the ball
and then spinning off.
and he puts his foot on, holds it up, rolls it off, spins off, and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that, obviously, because I'm a futsal guy, you see that a lot with the pivot. You play it into your pivot, they pin, hold it, lay it off, and spin. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, like Rasmus is gonna be our Gyökeres." Rasmus can't hold the ball up, bro. Like, so people see Gyökeres is powerful running, and they think that that's all he is, bro. First and foremost, he's a pin, bro. He's someone to play into, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what, man? That's why you probably get so frustrated with Hoyland, because he's got the stature to excel at that, and he just doesn't. Do you know what I mean?
He don't have the feet, bro.
And that's the thing. You see, Gyökeres, yeah, I'm not one of these content creators that act like I've seen a player, bro. I've never watched 90 minutes of this guy. I've watched him in 20-minute spells and whatnot, and already I can tell he's a baller. Do you know what I mean? I can't go overboard like a lot of us fans saying he's the guy. They want him over Isak now. United fans are now saying bring him to Old Trafford because of Amorim and whatnot. But I can never go overboard with Gyökeres because for me, I've had this rule from young. I need to see at least 90 minutes of a player before I actually have my true opinion of them. I've only seen him 20-minute spell, so I can't really have my opinion on Gyökeres. But you know, glimpses of a player, you can tell he knows.
He's good, bro. He reminds me of Diego Costa, bro. Very physical, technical as well. You know,
and intelligent.
Yeah, but you know what it is with Diego Costa? He's mad technical. It looks scruffy, yeah, because he's physical, but
he was a bad man.
But it's clean though. You see, I've seen Diego Costa fake shot and chop and sit man down. And you know the man's like, even though it looks scruffy because he's kind of like throwing man off, and you get me, but he's still got feet.
You know what, right? Even a little, you know, this was the last time Chelsea beat us in the league with. This was Mourinho's season. The last time Chelsea beat us in the league with actual like a crowd in that year, he scored a goal. It was a 2-1 win for them where he fake shots. And you know, as a striker, when he fake shot, it will buy you that split second of time. But that split second is crucial. But I think he's fake shotted, dropped Skirt or Saka at the time, and he just put it bottom bins, bro. And Chelsea won the game. And it's just them little thing. Diego Costa was a bad man, bro. I always say after Drogba, he's their best number 9 in the Roman era.
Easily,
fact,
bro.
For me, I prefer him as a striker. Drogba was a bad man.
Too. I prefer him too
as a striker over Drogba. I'm not saying he was better, but just my preference.
Yeah, I prefer him. I prefer him as a channel runner. Do you know what I'm saying? As well. Do you know what I'm saying? Back to goal, Drogba's one of the best ever.
Best ever, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I like the way that Costa can run the channels. Do you know what I'm saying? And he can create space, man. You know what I'm saying? So now he's proper, man. But Rasmus Højlund doesn't have that. Do you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are trying to say, yeah, because Gyökeres runs channels as well. But that's not how these men want to play. If you actually watch how Amorim plays, yeah, like they wanna create little boxes and stuff on the edge of the box and then move the ball really fast, innit? So
I like playing little rondos
yeah,
everywhere.
that's
You know what
it.
I mean?
Everywhere,
Yeah.
bro. And you need technical ballers to play these things. So I think at the beginning, the Rashfords, the Brunos, and these guys, they are gonna struggle with how quickly, yeah, he wants to move the ball when it gets to the edge of the box. No more of this Bruno hoofball, like over the top stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I watched Sporting yesterday. They didn't play one long ball yesterday. Not one. There wasn't a single one, bro. There wasn't a single pass here that wasn't on the floor and wasn't deliberate, blood. There was none of these, we'll just hang it up into the channel and Garnacho can chase it. Everything's deliberate.
That's how you know Bruno will be out the door ASAP. Because correct me if I'm wrong, Rants. I don't think Bruno ever played in the Amorim Sporting side. I think he left.
He didn't.
He left
They
6
used
months
Bruno's
before
money, yeah, to rebuild the side for Amorim, bro.
Makes sense. Because even this is what I was going to ask you with Hoyland, yeah. I think with finishing, you either have it or you don't. You can improve it to a certain level, but not maybe to like a prolific level. But I was going to ask you, do you think that's the area of Hoyland's game that could probably be improved? Possibly that is his hold up play, him pinning the man. Do you think that can be improved? Or
I don't think so. And the reason why I say that is because link up play comes from competence. You see the composure you have here to receive the ball back to goal, yeah, and you don't know what's there. That comes from competence. When you know you got a good first touch, and also when you know you're strong, you're relaxed when the ball's fired into you. When the ball's fired into Hoyland, he's almost like bit twitchy, like where, like who's there? Who's there? Man don't want to take a touch. Bruno's the same. Like bear man think here. Like for instance, you look at the assist that Bruno got for Hoyland's goal against Brentford. Yeah, was it Brentford that we played? Yeah, no, yeah, when he dinked it. And the things he didn't even dink it, bro. If you watch it, the ball bobbled up because his first touch bobbled and he just lifted it over the keeper. I thought he dinked it initially.
Same.
And then when I watched the replay,
I was in the watch log, you were like, you know what, Hoyland, I don't like you, but that's a bad boy finish.
That's a bad boy finish. Yeah, and then I saw it again, and the first touch made the ball jump. So then he just lifted it. You know them, but I thought he dinked it from the floor over the keeper. And then when I saw the replay, his first touch made the ball jump. So I was like, oh God. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was one of them.
You're probably thinking, I knew that was too good to be true.
It was, bro. I thought he done the dink thing like what Darwin done. Remember Darwin's thing when he dinked it over the keeper when he was through on goal and he didn't have to do that and he done it off the floor. If you don't dink it from the ground, it ain't no dink, bro. You just lifted it. You get me? And the ball was already up. So it was one of them ones. The ball bobbled up, because his touch was janky, but I didn't see that in real time. In real time, it looked like he sat the keeper down, innit?
I think I even said in your watch log, right? Before you say anything, credit the finish. That's a bad boy finish.
Bro, it's cold, bro.
Even
I'm a striker, bro.
Even when you credited that, big man thing, that's a finish. But the way you even said it, you didn't believe.
Bro, I'm a striker, bro. There's no better finish in football than the dink over the goalkeeper, bro. There's no better finish because it's supreme composure, bro. It's so rude. Do you know what I'm saying? Just lift it over the keeper. So the ball's fired into Bruno, and Bruno's flicked it around the corner, and everyone's like, it's a sick touch. Bro, Bruno has to play it first time because he can't play on the half turn. So he doesn't want to control the ball. So every time the ball's played into Bruno, whether it's a long ball or a flick or whatever, Bruno loves a fucking flick, bro, because he's got no composure on the ball, none. So he had to flick that because if he took a touch, he didn't know what was around him and he probably would have got tackled.
And you know what, right? You're spot on because when I rewatched that Hoyland goal as well, I didn't even clock it bubble. Let me not even cap. It's only that you and the chat are telling me now, but now it makes sense because the striker, the real ones that dink, they wait for the keeper to drop, then they dink the keeper. You can tell Hoyland just dinked it and hoped that the keeper would drop.
He done the dink before the keeper, but I didn't realize the ball sat up. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen it in real time and I've just seen the ball just floating into the net. And I thought, that is cold. Do you know what I mean? And I was thinking, where did he get the confidence to do that? And then I clocked the ball was bouncing. But I didn't see that till after. So I'm thinking, that is one of the most ice cold finishes I've ever seen. Until I've seen it again, and the ball was on the half volley, and he's just cushioned it over, innit? So it was one of them ones where I'll be real, he doesn't have the competence on the ball to be able to play at the speed at which Sporting play, because it's fast, bro. Like, it's not even two touch. A lot of the time it's one. It's pop, 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 the ball's through, and then someone squares it or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know who would cook in this system, bro? Listen, if a man in the chat know me, I've been singing this guy's praises for a while now. But you know who's an underrated baller, Rants? Johan Visser at Brentford, bro. I think Visser is a bull. And do you know what? Yeah,
He's cold.
that's how you're describing Gyökeres, yeah.
Yeah.
Visser's, for me, he's got one of the best play when his backs to goal as well. The way, and it was evident when Tony, and obviously Mbeumo is still there when Tony was there. I think them two both even come out and said, well, we love playing with Visser because Visser's so intelligent, bro. So intelligent. And big up even the chat saying, not that I'm not even speaking about his finishing because his finishing is cold. I think he's been out for like a month this season, but it's back to go. Even yesterday, right? Albeit I think it was against Sheffield Wednesday, but I watched that 20-30 minutes, the last 20-30 minutes, and he came on and then Mbeumo was getting even more space just by them two linking up, and they were literally
so clever, man.
Literally, bro. And even who's the youngster that come from Chelsea and he signed there? Lewis Potter. Lewis Potter was getting the ball and just pinging it to you know, like when you used to kick ball, yeah. There's a guy that guy in your team that's the best or as good as you. You just want to play with them. Like you kind of disregard the rest of the team. You want to play with them. The minute Lewis Potter got on the ball, obviously, and Mbeumo's the other side. He was just playing it into Visser, and bro, they were getting so much success. They just couldn't hit the back of the net last night. That's why I went to penalties. But bro, I think Visser's a ball, and I feel again, United fans might be underwhelmed by this. For your objectives this season, if you was to put in a cheeky, I don't know, 20-30 million bid for him, I think he can kind of do the Gyökeres role in the system that Amorim wants to play. To win a league, I'm not stupid, bro. That might be a bit too much to get, but this is a bad. I don't know how old he is though, but this is a bad man still.
He's young. He's young.
Swear.
Yeah,
I thought man was like 26, 27.
Nah, I think he's younger than that, bro. Because I think.
Do you know what fools me?
He comes across very young, bro. Because I met him last season. And he looks young, bruv. Is he really 28?
Yeah, I thought so, bro.
Brother, he looks like a ute, blood. When I see my man in a tracksuit and that, he looks like a ute, blood. 28. Right.
Do you know what it is, Rants, though?
He's a black man with no facial hair, blood. You know that? That's what it is, bro.
It's the Ballon. It's the Ballon as well.
Yeah.
Like and Bremo's the young one. I think he's 24.
And Bremo's like 24, but that's a man.
I couldn't believe it, bro. I got told, I think last season, I couldn't believe it, G, because we're getting linked to him left, right, and center. But I couldn't believe he was 24, 25. But yeah, man. Yeah, this is
some black man with no facial hair, bro. You know the ones there, like man. See the spread. The spread look bare young, fam. Just in a tracksuit, clean shaven. And
what's mad though, Rats? I see yesterday he's got facial hair now, bro.
What my man grew a beard. Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah, this is not facial hair now.
Yeah, he's suffering, bro. You know the ones there, like man's trying to ting now. You know them ones.
Nah. You know what though? I want your opinion on this game because I actually ain't spoken to you about this game yet. But you see this? Listen, I've been beefing my fan base, bro, since the game. Yeah. Who do you think? Listen, it's a tower, so I don't think the point is good for either team. But like, who do you feel should have won that game? Oh, I'm going to give my opinion after. But who do you feel should have won that game on Sunday, bro? Between Arsenal and Liverpool.
Oh, bro, Arsenal died, but it's one of them ones where I think if Arsenal started the second half the way they started the first half, Arsenal should have been able to see it out. But second half, Arsenal were nowhere, bro. Like, it's one of them ones where they were playing like they had 10 men, bro. I thought Arteta threw the game away, and they probably should have lost the game in the end. But I think that was poor management from the manager. But based on the first half, I thought Liverpool were well off it.
Yeah, we were. But literally, the key words you just said, based on the second half, Liverpool should have went on and got the win. Cool. This is what I said. Yeah, my fans don't like to listen. Any other season, a point at the Emirates, I'm taking it, bro. I'm taking it with two hands. A point at the Emirates. But my confidence, because I predicted a 2-1 win for us. Not a battering, because I respect Arsenal at their ground. But I'm like, the form going into this game, been one of the best teams in the league this season. My premise come off Odegaard, their best creator, not being there, and Saliba, their best centre-back, not being there. I think the last 18 months, Gabriel's been better, and Arsenal fans will tell you that. But overall, Saliba's the better centre back. But bro, I knew Timber and Saka would be back. We know Arteta's a compulsive liar, bro. We know this. But my premise come off them two being off. So a lot of my fan base is saying because we were so poor, though, you should accept the point. But this is my point now, yeah?
Yeah, no.
Thank you. You see where I'm coming from. This is my
Should have
point.
beat them.
The fact that Gabriel, this is, by the way, when I said 2-1, this is with the assumption that Gabriel plays the whole game. Gabriel comes off basically at halftime, 50th minute, yeah? Timber then comes off 75th minute. Salah scores around the 80th. There's 7+ minutes added time. There's 17 minutes for us to get a winner against a back four of Partey, White, Kivior, and Miles Lewis-Skelly. And Miles Lewis-Skelly showed his naivety in getting sucked into the ball. Anyway, that's when Trent played the ball over the top. So I was fuming after the game. I'm getting my family saying, you're so ungrateful. It's a point at the Emirates. I said, no. You're not deep in the context of this game. I understand if we played bad the whole game, I hear it. But for me, second half we improved. But that's only because if Gabriel stays on the pitch, I don't know if we win that game. But that galvanized us. Then Slot tried to counteract it by bringing on Szoboszlai because I think Szoboszlai is a scrub. However, I know why he starts in the team, innit? His industry is very good. And Gravenberch had a quiet first half. He started to get more in the game because he could start running off him and Jones could start running off him. But I was fuming, but I'm being made to feel like, like you're being ungrateful. And I said, bro, with the 11 we ended with and 11 they ended with, and the fact we got the equalizer early, exactly, bro. We should have won the game.
You know what it is? The way to look at it, yeah. If you want to break down the game into the key moments, the Saka goal, you should have never conceded that. That was horrible defended from Robertson, bro. Horrible.
And I'll say Van Dijk. Van Dijk needs to cover him quicker.
He needs to cover him as well. Both of them, innit? Like, because in a 1v1, you shouldn't be letting Saka do that to you. And also, with a straight ball, there was enough time for, like you said, for Virgil to cover Robbo. Do you know what I'm saying? And he didn't. Do you know what I mean? Virgil was doing the aura defending. The man didn't want to get his shorts dirty, innit? Like this is that's the reason why he has that never dribble past stat, because he don't commit himself. He don't commit. If that was Konate, Konate would have come around the other side and just whack man out.
Excellent, bro.
Yeah,
he's probably our only constant from start to finish because Martinelli was cooking Trent and Konate just kept getting him out of jail, bro. Time and time again. Listen, he's been cold, but he's arguably after Gravenberch our best player this season. Still.
No, 100%. So I think that the defending was poor for that. And then you look, you scored a set piece, near enough free header for Virgil. Arsenal won't be happy with that. Arsenal scored a set piece, and then the Salah goal. To be fair, the weight of pass from Trent was brilliant. But they capitalized on the only structural mistake that Arsenal made in that second half, and that shows good quality. The run from Salah was very good, but I think if I'm being critical, Arne Slot should have reacted quicker to the way Arsenal started the game, because I thought Arsenal were going to start the game the way they started the second half, and they didn't. They started on the front foot, and you don't always see Arsenal on the front foot. Just like in boxing, bro. Like, you're supposed to have someone in your corner after the first round to say, yo, all right, cool. This is what we're going to do. Do you know what I mean? There's different waves in football. Arne Slot waited till half time to react to what Arsenal did, but then Arsenal changed their fucking... They changed the game plan again, bro. So
this is why I think they're vexed, because even with Gabriel going off, they in bots and Agi, they had us on a rope. If they get a third now, but bro, they probably win the game. Do you know what I mean?
And they needed that third. I said they needed that third goal, and they did the opposite of trying to get the third goal.
That's the thing with us, bro. And Arsenal don't really have them X factor players. Like, other than Saka, you could argue Odegaard, but then a lot of big games, Arsenal fans will even tell you Odegaard sometimes goes missing. But other than Saka, they don't have that X factor player. And he came off, I think, with 10. I think he came off kind of. Was it just before Salah scored or after?
I don't even see Saka as an X factor player. That's the funny thing. I don't see him as an X factor player.
Do you know what, Rants?
I think he's got no X factor, bro.
Do you know what, Rants? I used to believe that, but like, I can't keep doubting the guy. Like, I'll say in his natural habitat, because I've still not seen Saka have a big performance at Anfield or Etihad. Yeah, you could say Chelsea and United, but Chelsea and United have been in the doldrums recently. But against his title rivals away from home, I don't remember a Saka good performance at Anfield, and I don't remember at Etihad. But at home, against anyone, I've seen enough now. Bayern Munich, PSG, Liverpool.
I don't rate it, bro. Like, X factor to me is someone that can do something different in it. To me, he can't do nothing different, blood. He's got a certain level of efficiency to his game. That's not X Factor to me. X Factor to me is Vinicius, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like that can just do mad things, like pick up the ball in his own half, run it, and then wrap it in the top bins. Like that's X Factor to me. Like to me, he ain't got no X Factor. He's just a solid professional, bruv. You know the ones there.
Let me tweak it then. Maybe not X Factor, but they've let's say a game winner or game changer, if you like to say. They've probably
he's reliable, innit?
Yeah, and this is what got us the point, because Trent is involved in both goals, even though for me he had a poor game, in my opinion. But again, if he has that pass in his locker, he crosses the ball that I think Luis Diaz flicks onto Van Dijk, and he plays the ball over the top. Van Dijk gets the goal and Salah gets the goal. We've got 3 game winners or game changers, that you say. They don't have that. So even this is why they need the third, because when they had us on the ropes, because they know we have these players at our disposal, you have to kill us, because if you don't kill us, we're going to get back in this game. This is why I'm even more vexed, Rants, because we had 17 minutes with an 11 that was superior to theirs the last 17 minutes. And then when man are saying, why are you fuming? We got a point out of it. I'm like, and this is where the bigger picture comes into it. City are winning games and playing poor, bro. We know from January they go on a brazy run.
Yeah. City ain't even started playing yet.
Exactly, bro. They've not even got out of first gear. We know in January they go on brazy runs and they've got ambitious owners. There's no guarantee Arsenal and Liverpool are even going to bolster our squads in January. I know we've signed Luis Diaz and Van Dijk, but even if you look at both them signings, they're 4 or 5 years apart. It's not that we consistently spend in January. Arsenal, I think, bar Trossard, and they've had, I think, Aubameyang. I think Aubameyang was 1 January. Again, they're very few and far between as well.
Yeah, they're not a January team.
If City say that player is going to win us the league, we're getting them. Where Arsenal and Liverpool will pander over it. This is why I was even more vexed, because you let City smell blood. That's it, bro.
City and will probably buy a Rodri replacement in January.
Exactly, bro. Probably Zubimendi, bro. And you know what vexes me, Rants, yeah? They're a point ahead and not playing well, bro. Deep it. They're a point ahead and they've not even played well. So that's why it even vexed me even more. Forget Arsenal. This is why I just wanted my club to win. But when I was getting told it was a good point, I was like, nah, you lot aren't deep in the context.
I don't think it was a good point, man. I think it's I think it's a game that you lot should have gone there and you should have punched them up, bro. That's what I think you lot should have done. Like, if I'm the manager and I'm going into that game and I'm seeing Arsenal start on the front foot, I'm seeing Arsenal start on the front foot. What I would have done was I'd have said, yeah, all right, cool then. Fire with fire. Because Liverpool have that transition style. I think you were too pragmatic here in the first half and you were letting Arsenal build up and play. And it's like, all right, cool, you want to play? We can play too. Do you know what I mean? But you didn't do that. You held your shape and cool, it's admirable and stuff like that. But you played like a team that was almost worried about what Arsenal have, but Arsenal ain't got nothing. Arsenal ain't really got nothing. As an attacking force, I don't really respect them. I'll be real. I don't respect them as an attacking force. They're a set piece team. That's what they are. And look at the 2 goals they scored. One was a long ball over the top, and the other one was a set piece. They never created jack, bro. Like, I don't rate them as an attacking force. So you, with the firepower that you have, if you said, all right, fire with fire against Arsenal, you might want to make it a basketball match. That suits you. That doesn't suit Arsenal.
Exactly.
Do you see what I'm saying? I just think that you sat off them in the first half and you let them build confidence and let them build momentum. That wasn't necessary.
We gave them too much respect. And that 11 that they had, for me, didn't deserve the respect that we would have given them.
If you approached them the way Chelsea approached you lot.
But literally, bro,
you beat them.
Bro, big up Monster. I said this on BSB. I said, if we took the game to them a bit more, I think we do in that game, because I know Saka come back into the fold and Timber and that, but they're still missing key players. And man will say we are, to be fair. And this is where I can't lie. Like, my family said that you're being disingenuous to us, because no Alisson. But then when I deep both goals, I don't think Alisson saves either of them. Number one. And 2, the Jota thing I hear, because bro, his record's mad, Rants. It's like, I think 8 in 11 or 8 in 10 against them. He loves playing against them, man. So I kind of hear that. And his movement in the box is a bit better than and Nunes. So we had two players missing of ourselves, but they're not like, for me, they're not core players. Odegaard and Saliba, along with Saka's like the nucleus of Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? So I think we should have went there and stacked them up. And I agree with you. I don't really fear Arsenal's attack as a cohesive unit, bro. I don't. Maybe individually, I've always like Trossard in it. Saka, I can't lie, like especially at the Emirates, he's just a bad man. But yeah, in like as a unit, I don't really rate them. Like you said, a lot. I think they've scored more set piece goals than open play goals this season as it is. So yeah, man, I can't lie. I just wanted your opinion on that because I can't lie. I was fuming after that draw. I'm actually lucky.
No, I get it.
One thing I love is when you have a bad performance when you have a midweek game because you got time to get back in it. But to be fair, we're probably going to make bare changes today. I think the game tonight will be more out of all the games. It'll be more exciting for United fans because it's just a different manager in the whole, and you don't know what he's going to do and whatnot. But yeah, I just think it's mad that I think it's literally the traditional top six are all playing at the same time, bro. Like I don't think we've ever seen this, fam.
It's a bit mad.
We've never seen this.
It's a bit mad. Hey, you lot, run up these likes, man. We need to get to 900 likes. We got 1800 in here, bro. We need to run this up, man. Man said what? I'm hearing on Amorim's coaching staff's in his 20s. I'm not surprised, bro. They're young G's, blood. You get me? They're young G's, bro. It's a young, fresh outlook, bro. I can't lie. It's amazing, bro.
That's probably an advantage. They'll say with age comes wisdom, but sometimes if you're intelligent and you're young, you're more with the modern game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, there's wisdom and then there's also the relativity, bro. Being able to relate in it. And it's one of them ones where the younger brothers, I think they get it in it. So like, there's a mixture. I think you have to be able to relate to players, the man management and so on and so forth, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what's funny? Did you see the Patrice Evra video here? Obviously, shout out my guy Loons. Loons is trolling Man United fans in it because Evra's saying the whole time he played for Sir Alex Ferguson, he never told him anything tactical, bro.
Oh, I thought you meant the Arsenal video. I ain't seen this video.
Bruv, listen, he's been on crazy. Let me see if I can find it because I was laughing. Yeah,
I thought you meant have you seen a video when he's with Rio?
Yeah. What the Netflix thing?
Yeah. Bro, I was like, this guy's kidding.
Yeah, bro. He stays cooking these man. Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah. The thing is with the situation with Sir Alex Ferguson, yeah, because he's won what he's won, yeah. Because he's won what he's won, it's kind of like if you say anything, to the contrary, then man say, yeah, but look what he won and all that, yeah. But bro, Patrice Evra killed me when he said that because it was like I knew this was the case, blood. You know, like that. And that's no problem. Like Sir Alex Ferguson, when you sign someone like Patrice Evra, you don't sign someone like Patrice Evra to tell them how to play football, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, yeah. I think that a lot of the tactical side of management, is overrated in general. Football fans don't understand, that like managers can't really improve players. Players improve players. Do you know what I'm saying? All you can do as a manager, is maximize the abilities of the players you have and minimize their flaws. You can't make them better. Like, I can't make Rasmus have a better first touch. Like, it doesn't matter. I could be coach. And even then, it can't come from within because he's not good enough. Like, this is bro.
That's why, Ratchet. Sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
You know you're spot on because there's one saying, it's true to a certain extent. You know the saying, hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. But if you don't have the talent in the first place,
listen, I don't see even that hard work beats talent thing, bro. I'll be real, that shit's just there to make people feel better. I'll be honest. I'll be real because I swear down, it's like, bro, if I'm better than you at something, you can work as hard as you want. I'm going to piss you off by how little fucks I give, and I'm still going to be better than you.
Yeah.
But this is the reality. Hard work beats talent. Who was better than Eden Hazard in his prime in the Premier League? No one. And this player didn't train.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's lies, bro.
I'm speaking from personal experience. I had a brethren that was at Fulham, right? And he got released because literally just didn't work hard, bro. Genuinely just didn't work hard. He's got released, and he knew he had all the talent in the world. When they literally when he didn't sign his from scholar to pro, when he didn't sign his pro, they said, look, you're probably going to get picked up within the next couple of days once this news breaks out, but you just don't work hard. And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to start doing all the things I didn't do. I'm going to do the extra little things. And then he's then gone to West Ham for 2 years. Then he just sacked off Ball in total. But my point is, like, I agree with that statement, but like I said, to only a certain extent. Because if you don't have the talent anyway, that statement's void. But I know men that are talented, that their talent brought them to a certain level. But when they started doing the extra little things, maybe that extra shuttle run in the morning, or maybe
take you on.
They went to another level. Do you know what I mean?
But that was CR7. Man are going on like CR7 never had no talent, bro. He still had talent. He didn't have as much talent as Messi and Neymar. He didn't. But he worked on the physical side of the game, and football's a physical game. So with that gave him another edge. That gave him another percentage, but he still had talent, bro. Like Ronaldo could still dribble, even though he didn't have his dribbles weren't the cleanest. Do you know what I'm saying? But he had height. Do you know what I mean? Like he built up his explosiveness, but he wasn't talentless. People are going on like CR7 went from being fucking Garnacho to Ballon d'Or. He wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like he was already like one of the top players in the country. He wasn't better than Quaresma, but the difference between him and Quaresma was the hard work, bro. But in terms of ability, Quaresma was miles clear of him. Do you know what I'm saying? And bro, if he's honest, he'll say that himself.
That's you literally just justified what I'm saying. So if two men are talented, if two men are already talented, the one that works hard will probably have the small gains, the 1% gains, because like you said, they're both talented, but Quaresma was late. That's another one. I don't think that trained like that.
But I don't think that Quaresma's career went the way it went because he didn't work hard. It's always the attitude and how you get on with people. You know them ones more than anything else. So it's one of them ones where this talent only gets you so far. Shit, nah, bro, it can get you all the way you need to go. You know, there. Like, I'll be real. Like the difference is, it's like your personality. Because the thing is with football, football's not like boxing, It's not like tennis, bro. In football, you have to rely on someone else to validate you. You have to rely on another man to pick you.
Yeah,
you know the one. With fighting, look at Roy Jones, bro. Talent, bro. That's what it was. He done so many fundamentally wrong things. Same with Muhammad Ali. When you look at Muhammad Ali breakdown, fundamentally, he done so many things that they would never teach you because it's not right. But he was knocking man out, bro. You know them.
He used to leave his chin exposed.
Bro, man was backing up with his chin right up in the air, bro.
And number one rule is to obviously go with your chin down, bro. You don't want to see your chin exposed. But because he just knew I'm that much better, you have to put in that extra 10% where I'm just gonna beat you with my talent alone. And that's where I don't agree with the statement, innit? Because you've already put it rawly. You don't have to.
Man say hard work beats talent, In boxing, I don't care how hard you work, bro. Look, bro, look at Prince Nassim, and you look at all the man that probably ran the extra miles to fight him, and this guy was backing up with his chin in the air and just punch him, and they'll go and sleep. One bang, sleep. You know them ones there. So like, it's one of them ones where the hard work beats talent thing. Cool, innit? But if you don't have talent, that hard work ain't gonna take you very far. I'll be honest. This is the real truth. If we're talking about two talented people, but my talent is an 8 out of 10 and yours is a 6, but then you work really, really hard, cool. You know what I'm saying? But then man say it like you can have a 3 out of 10 talent against an 8 out of 10 talent.
Exactly,
and man can just work to make up the 5.
I said it's only true to an extent.
You can't,
it's capped. That statement's capped.
You can't, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, at the elite level of sport, everyone's talented to a certain degree. It's just there's different degrees of talent. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's no amount of hard work, that is gonna close the gap that Elise has on a Garnacho or a Rashford. Like there's no amount of hard work that can close that. There's no amount of bench press. There's no amount of hurdles that can make up for the fact that Elise can cut in and whip the thing top bins, bruv. There's nothing you could do for that. I'll be real. There's nothing you can do for that, bro. Like, unless you can plug yourself in like the Matrix, and put another skill set in your head back, blood. Like, you can't do that. You get me? So, man be just making up shit to make themselves feel better because they ain't really got talent in it. But the truth is, if a man's really insanely talented, if you're not close to him talent-wise, there's no amount of hard work, bro.
Hard work, yeah.
There's no amount. Do you know what I'm
It's
saying? It's pick a new sport thing. This is what it is.
true.
This is what it is. Man said hard
must
work
have a
plus
certain-
lack of
certain-
talent equals Jude. Bro, that's it. Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice. And the thing is, with players like them, yeah, look at Declan Rice, for example. Like, he's not mad talented, he's a decent player, works hard. But then when it comes to Champions League nights, bro, the most meaty midfielders making man look shit, blood. Man got bowled over by Goretzka. Goretzka's a scrub to me, but he moved to Declan Rice.
That game was mad. Yeah. For night, he had him in the foot. That game was mad. That's the one at the Allianz, innit?
Yeah, bro.
The one, yeah. That game was mad.
A man's not rating Goretzka like that. But do you know what I'm saying? You know, they say everyone thinks they're a big dog until the big dogs step in, bro. You know them wasn't.
And even the
king of the scrub.
Even the El Clasico at the weekend, the real ballers shine. That Casado brother, and that Kubarasi guy, bro. These Barca man. This is why, bro. I don't think This is why I think Barca don't really care about spending money, because they're just gonna pluck someone out of La Masia.
Yeah.
Like, go on, here's your chance. Because that El Clasico, bro, in my lifetime, I tweeted it. Barca keep battering Real Madrid for fun. In my lifetime, I've seen a 6-2 and I've seen like 3-4-0. And I don't just mean batter, I mean batter them in their yard.
They're embarrassing them. They're embarrassing them.
But
they are.
At their yard as well, bro. It's mad. It's actually mad. But a man like Jude and your Mbappe's and all that, yeah, the ballers won. The ballers won at the weekend, bro. Because that was just very, very embarrassing. I'll be real. Very embarrassing.
That's what I'm saying. So, bro, like, it's just one of them things, bro. Like, football's crazy. So all this hard work, talent shit, Mav, listen, more times, man that really, really believe that, a man that don't have talent most of the time, innit? Because everyone knows, when a man's just insanely talented, they just do certain things effortlessly, that man can't dream of, bro. There's no amount of hard work, and that's the same when I look at these Man United players, bro. Like the Rashfords, the Højlunds, the Garnachos, the guys that aren't naturally talented footballers, bro. There's not enough hard work that you can do, to improve, because it's the intangibles, bro. Do you know what I mean? The chances are, if you don't have it now, it's because you're not capable of doing it. It's not because you haven't tried. Because, bro, don't think that these men are the balls ballooning off their feet on purpose, bro. They're trying to control it. It's not like they're not trying. You know them ones. In their mind, they think that they're trying to kill the ball, but it's bouncing off and flying. Do you know what I mean? It's not like they're not trying.
Do you know what, bro? Yeah, another thing I wanted your opinion on, because I see someone ask me, what do I think of it in the chat? What are you saying about this Ballon d'Or? Because do you want me to be honest, Rants? I don't give
bro.
Flying.
Brother, Vinny's a little crying bitch, brother. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a little crying bitch.
Man are getting on to Vinny. Man are getting on to Real Madrid. They're thinking, bruv, none of us are winning it. Why are we going there? Obviously, as a club, it looks a bit classist, but I've never really cared about the Ballon d'Or, because the way I see Ballon d'Or is I don't care. Pardon. I don't care, bro, that I know who I think the best player in the world is. I don't need a trophy for them to be validated. Do you get?
Fact.
Like, I don't need. So when people like ROMZ, what's your opinion? This is to answer the guy in the chat that just asked, what's your opinion on Ballon d'Or and that? Do you want me to be honest? I don't care. Even when Messi was winning it, I didn't care. When Ronaldo was winning it, I didn't care. I know who I prefer, and I know who the best player in the world in my eyes. I don't need to know millions of others to validate my opinion. Like, I've just never really cared about the Ballon d'Or like that. Do you know what I mean? Because if I say now, for a couple seasons, Neymar's the best, man, are going to start bringing up GA and what he's won. As that, no, I've got eyes. That I know what I see. He's the best. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, what I will say about the Ballon d'Or, I feel like Real Madrid should have had a bit more class, and Vinny needs to stop whinging. Do you get that? Do you get like no one really cares? Do you get? But in terms of actual trophy, Rodri, for me, if you want me to go into details, Rodri probably should have won it the year before last, because I'm trying to think of a mad memorable performance from the season just gone, and I can't really think of one. So
but you know what it is, I saw something. I don't know where I saw it now, and I saw a breakdown of what Rodri done and what he won, because I keep forgetting they won the Super Cup and they won the Club World Cup, and he got player of the tournament in the Euros, and they won the Euro.
Yeah.
So he won the Euros. He got player of the tournament in the Euros. and then he won the Super Cup. He won the league. He won bare shit. You know them ones there. Like, and he got clutch goals as well. So, like, people are talking like Vinicius scored 50 league goals or something. Like, he didn't. Like, man are going on like he done the mad thing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Rodrigo deserved it, blood. Like, Rodri deserved it still.
Yeah, no, you know, I'm not one of these guys that say, like, bro, I've not commented since it got announced Monday night. This is the first time I've even spoken it. I've not even spoken it with brethren, because I just don't really care about it. But yeah, like, I can see why Rodri got it. But for me, I think most people agree that the season when they won the treble, the season before last, when I think of Champions League final goal, and I think that was his better season. But I can see why he won it. For a man to be undefeated in, I think the FA Cup final was
the first time, and he was drunk. Other than that, he hadn't lost in normal time, bro. They lost in pen.
I can see why I won it, but there's certain other man you can say. Obviously Vinny was up there. Carvajal scored important goal. I see you and Lee's stream, and Lee made a good point. Carvajal scored important goals as well. Yeah, big up mode. Carvajal scored mad important goals as well. League and Champions League, not just thingy. And even Euros had a stellar Euros. But you're right, Rants. I forgot the criteria. You know how they used to do it calendar year? They do it season by season now, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. So my opinion on Ballon d'Or is like, I don't care what the world think about a player. I know my opinion on who I think's the best. And you get it? I'm not a sheep. I just got a man of my own still. But no, big up, Roger. I'm not gonna hate on him. Like, big up. That's a prestigious award. Like, most men want to win that at least in their career. But when I'm seeing, no disrespect to Modric's a bad boy. But when I'm seeing him win it in 2018 above man like Messi and Neymar that was still balling out, that's when I just kind of I signed out of Ballon d'Or still, if I'm being honest.
No, I hear it, bro. And I see Scholesy. I think Scholesy was talking to Rory, yeah. Where is it, bro? It made me laugh, bro, because man was talking about Rory was chatting rubbish in it, and Scholesy was talking about Rodri. Hold on.
Who's Rory? What, the Chelsea one?
It's a celebration of beauty. I'm not suggesting that Rodri's not an excellent player. He is. He's an excellent player, but I don't believe that he's a better footballer than lots of other players around. I don't think he's a better footballer than Vinicius Jr. I think he's ludicrous.
It's only forward to win it. Because you don't appreciate his art doesn't mean it's not there, you know?
No, but suggesting that you see football on a different level is also mental. Like,
no, I don't.
I see things you don't see. That's not it either. But we can't argue that Vinicius Jr. is Rodri's not a better footballer than Vinicius Jr. He might be more effective footballer.
No, I don't agree with that. I think he is a better footballer than Vinicius.
I think he is way more consistent.
Vinicius Jr. probably win you more games. I get that, be more skillful. But I think he's a beautiful footballer. Why don't you think Rodri's a beautiful footballer?
Yeah, because he's not.
He is. Technically, brilliant. He is.
When football was brilliant, a decade and a half ago, 20 years ago, Ronaldinho won it. Like, the most inspiring, invigorating footballer that maybe I've ever seen. Certainly the best opposition player I've ever seen play at Stamford Bridge.
Do you think Vinicius is better than Ronaldinho?
No, absolutely not.
Brazil fans are quite critical of Vinicius Jr. as well, because he just doesn't turn up for them. And then it doesn't matter what level he's playing at, what game he's playing at. Rodri always is one of the best, if not the best. On
there you go.
I think what Rory's saying maybe is that he doesn't light up a stadium, but he is the most functionally beautiful player that you can ask for. I think he lights a stadium up for educated football people.
Hey, Scholes just said you don't know shit about boxing. You know there was there, bro. Listen.
You know, I've talked about your legends, whether it be Roy Keane, ever, Scott. I can't lie. One thing I give to United, they just say it how it is. And they don't care.
Bro.
Unless you're Gary Neville, bro, they just say, and we know why he speaks how he does, because obviously he's got links to the club. But, bro, what I'll say where Rory's being disingenuous, again, I've never really cared about the Ballon d'Or, but this is what I will say. Just because we've been so accustomed to forwards winning it does not mean players in other positions can't win it. I think that's where Rory's being disingenuous, because was he saying this when Cannavaro won it in 2006? Do you know what I mean? Like, he probably wasn't. Do you know what I mean? And he'll say, oh, but he won the World Cup. Well, you need to keep the same logic, because I even forgot, Rant. I know he won the Euros, but I forgot the Super Cup, Club World Cup, and all them stuff.
Because when City win stuff, no one cares, bro. That's why. Like, I forgot they won those things, bro.
Right, I remember, bro. City had just won the treble. Arsenal, I think, City had won the treble, and then Fabrizio Ornstein put out the thing, Arsenal linked to Declan Rice. Everyone cared about Rice potentially going to Arsenal a day after City won the treble. I remember it, bro. But yeah, man, just no one really cares about them. And one thing I will say for the City fans watching this is when they get in their feelings. You shouldn't care that we don't care. Do you get it? That's your club. Like, they make you happy. You shouldn't care. But as a general consensus, most rivals will say no one really cares about City. Do you get? It's like when we do certain stuff and people call us the COVID Prem and that. I'm thinking the real COVID season was the season after, but people don't want to have a conversation about that. City hardly had audiences. We had audiences for about 29 game weeks, bro. It was only like 8 or 9 games we didn't. But I've always said this is how I live my life, bro. If I like something, I don't give a shit if you
But
don't.
this is what I'm trying to say, bro.
This is simple.
Like, bro, even the comment where he was like, about, oh, like, you see stuff that we don't and whatever. Bro, listen, there's levels here to understanding football, innit? And the majority of people on YouTube do not understand football with any depth. It's just pure superficial, pure superficial tribal shit, bruv. And then you've got these guys that pretend to be tacticals and pretend to understand the nuances of the game, and they don't. All they do is they look at a piece of paper and they don't understand that on a football pitch here, that just because you put players in a certain position, it doesn't dictate what the individual mind of the player is going to do. And this is what it is. And this is why, like, someone in a dangerous area, if Messi's in that position, it's danger. But if it's not Messi, if it's Rashford, it's not danger. Do you know what I'm saying? So every situational thing in football, it depends on who the player is. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's certain man, like, look at the pass that Trent plays, If that ball falls to Gomez instead and Gomez is playing right back, there's no danger of Gomez playing that pass.
Exactly.
There's no danger. So the danger is relative.
And that's why you're differentiated in clubs, because the best clubs will have the best players because they produce in their position. Do you know what I mean? And if you're not that good, that's why we've got leagues. That's why we've got pyramid. That's how we separate the elite to the amateurs, literally all the way down, bro. But you're bang on. If you put the best player in, just because certain two players play a position, you're not going to get the same output or the same incisive thinking from both of them. That's how football's been, bro. Honestly,
you're not. And a lot of these man, there's no depth to their understanding of the game, innit? Like, even just saying that Rodri's not a beautiful player, he's a beautiful player, and there's beauty in the simplicity of his game, bro. And saying he's not a better footballer than Vinicius Jr., that makes no sense. That makes no sense, bruv.
Sorry to cut you. Quickly put up this comment by just Ham. It's got 3. It's the recent one.
This one.
Yeah, I actually want to speak out. This is big up yourself. What I'm going to say with this, because I work with a lot of content creators, I'm not saying you can't have an opinion if you haven't kicked ball. I'm not saying that. But I think Rants may agree with what I'm about to say. When you do shows with people that have, you can relate more and they get certain things. That if you're speaking on something you've never actually been in yourself, it's harder to relate, bro. So that's one thing I'll say. I wouldn't say I won't rate anything. There's some cold content creators that have never kicked a ball in their life. But I would say the ones that have, they understand where you're coming from a bit more. They can relate to certain things you're saying because they've been in similar predicaments.
Bro, I'll be real, it's like the reason why I agree with you, is because and bro, I'm saying football at any level.
It doesn't even have to be high level.
I'm not saying high level because I don't respect your opinion, on certain parts of football if you've never played at any level, bro, even if it's Sunday League. Because, for instance, you see when we're watching Man United games and certain man are saying, oh yeah, he missed the sitter. I'll be like, bruv, if you played football, you would know that one a sitter.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Bro. That's a difficult chance. You don't realize it's a difficult chance because your underdeveloped football brain sees that he's 6 yards out, so it's an easy chance. But you haven't taken into consideration the positioning of the players in front of the goal. You haven't taken into consideration the weight of the pass into him, the height of the pass, the fact it's on his weaker side. You've ignored all of those things. And you've just said, oh, he's 6 yards out, he's missed a sitter. That's because you don't play football. Because anyone that's played football would know that shit's fucking difficult.
Do you know what, Rats? I don't even want to name names yet, but this is what got me vexed. You see your opening day of the season and you won 1-0, Xerxes finish, where he had to caress it and take the pace off the ball and literally
the cross was a terrible cross. And he turned it into a goal.
It was a poor goal.
It was awful.
Xerxes literally, for me, that's the type of goal that's an assist and a goal wrapped in one because he had to almost set up himself, bro. But I went on a stream a couple days after that. It was because you played on the Friday. You opened up the league and you played on the Friday night. I went on the stream and someone said that's just a tap in. And sometimes my dad always says, don't argue with idiots because they'll bring you down to their level and beat you with experience. I was about to back and I said, you know what? this just tells me you've never played the game. If you think that finish was just a tap in, you've not played the game, bro. And yeah, so you're right to a certain extent. And I think people watch this and think, oh, just because you haven't played high level. I think you actually hit the nail on the head. I should have mentioned that. It doesn't matter what level you've played. It doesn't matter what level you've played, bro. But yeah, I can't listen to certain man, or I just won't debate with you.
Yeah, bro, it's any level, bro. It's any level, bro. Even if you've played a good level of Sunday League, because there's certain levels of Sunday League now. You're seeing a lot of guys playing Sunday League for a laugh with their friends, but they've been in academies and stuff like that. Like Sunday League is not just fucking fat pub man fighting. There's different levels, to Sunday League football, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You seen that the Sunday League that the Dons and all them man were playing in, that's still a high level of Sunday League, because these men are ex-academy players.
Even the club even the club, a lot of your futsal man that you coach play for now, hashtag, bro. That level's cold as well. And you know,
they're playing semi-pro, them man there, and that's still a decent level.
Exactly. And even I think you know him. I think you know Safo. Big up Safo. He plays for Bobby Kasanga's team, Hackney Wick, innit?
Yeah. They played against Colchester the other day in a cup or something, didn't they?
Last night, last night still, bro.
Yeah.
Safo plays for him. Big up Safo. And even he said, bro, man will just look down at the leagues. But you know how we'll speak about hard work beats talent and whatnot? Man that plays Sunday League, if they was to work hard, I don't mean to do with the ball. Like, I just mean physically and get themselves like literally fit. They can do more stuff than a lot of men that are pro, bro. Literally can do more stuff than
bro, some of the talent I've seen with some of these footballers, like my guys Camilo and Sack that play for hashtag, bro. Technically, they're on another level to a lot of men that are playing at the top level. Different, but bro, it comes down to luck. It comes down to loads of different things, innit, bro? But these guys are futsal players. When you see feet, blood, the way these men are dancing past these guys is crazy. Like,
that's my type of baller, bro. And this is what I always say, Rants, you literally just hit the nail on the head. People in the chat, you might not understand what I'm saying here, but there's probably been a footballer that we don't know about that was better than Messi, bro. But because he didn't have maybe didn't have the resources, or he didn't have a scout system, or he might be in a less economically developed country where no one looked at him. There's probably men that are better than Messi, but they'll never get.
Yeah, but also not even that, bro. Look at the luck here that Messi found someone that was willing to pay for all the shit that he needed done, bro. You know the ones. Imagine what in another time he doesn't get all the stuff that he's needed. Do you know what I mean? And he doesn't develop, he doesn't grow, and he's just another one of the man them in the village that could ball out that never made it.
Yeah,
you know them ones. Even like Steven Gerrard, bro. He was your captain, but he had bare injuries in the youth team. Do you know what I mean? What if Liverpool said, you know what? Because, bro, do you know what I'm saying? I got injured at 15 when I was at Fulham, bro. And that's the difference between me getting a pros going into the first team or going to Arsenal, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because the Arsenal man was talking to my mum and I was probably going to go to Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where it's like one injury. The difference between saying, nah, he's got something, we'll be patient with him and we'll wait for him to come back. And it's, nah. That's it. Imagine if they said to Steven Gerrard with the injuries, this youth keeps breaking down, bro. Like, if there happened to be someone that was close to him at the time, because a lot of the time they don't hand out too many pros. So imagine Steven Gerrard's just edging it, and then he gets injured. He keeps getting injured. They're going to pick the guy that's healthy. And then before you know it, the Steven Gerrard story never gets told.
Rants, especially in this country, because it's only recently, my boy is a scout at Arsenal, and his little brother literally plays for them under 14s. That's how he, you know, like what's it called, nepotism, when bro, like
nepotism,
family and that. So one of my boys is actually a scout at Arsenal now, and you know why you hit the nail on the head, especially in this country, because if you don't fit certain requirements, like I know man that haven't got pros or scholars because they weren't big enough or fast. This country is mainly predominantly them two things.
Yeah, it's
if
that.
You're not big enough or fast enough. Where if you go to Spain or Italy or whatnot, they'll, even if you're small and whatnot, they'll take a lot of man like this. But my boy was literally telling me, you can't use that lazy narrative anymore, because if you actually watch a lot of the under 16s and lower, it's more they're trying to play that Spanish man now, and that I think that filters down from that the New England setup, St. George's Park. I think that's why you're saying about Lee Carsley, he's good at the lower levels, because even around academies, he was saying when he takes his under 14s or 15 to play other London academies and whatnot, everyone's trying to play a similar way now. You like put it like this: a short man that's not as physically imposing as maybe the next guy, you can now, like I'd say in the last year or two, you can make it here now because they're focusing more on technical ability.
Wasn't always that.
Yeah, but it wasn't always that, bro. It was not always that, especially in this country.
No, 100%. So like, there's loads of different reasons why players make it, don't make it. Do you know what I'm saying? But the technical side, I'd say, like, for the most part, I'd say you can't teach players that. Like, players have a natural flair, yeah, for being able to do certain things, bro. Like when I see Sak and Camilo, yeah, like they're futsal players, but they play football in it. But it's one of them ones where I'll be real, yeah. Like the technical stuff that they can do with a football, you can't teach that. And the reason why I know you can't teach that is because we'll have 20 players on the roster and they're the only 2 men that can do what they can do.
Yeah.
You know them ones there, and we all do the same training. So if we all do the same training, then how come them man can sit down 4 guys, yeah, and slap it in the top corner and everyone can't do that? Because it's not a futsal thing. It's their thing. You get me? When you've got natural flair to do certain things, it's just like in boxing. Like not everyone can punch. You know them ones there. Like everyone does the same training, but one man hits you, yeah, and you don't know where you are, and another man hits you, and you just keep walking forward. And we're all training in the same gym.
It's like I'll let you lot into not even secret, bro, but he's my guy and that. You know the Beatty squad, innit? After SC Don's probably the most well-known Sunday League team. My boy
Mo, the goalkeeper, played for me a couple of times when I had the 11s.
Swear down, Mo's a bad boy keeper.
He's
still,
a bad boy keeper, bro. Trust me.
A lot of their games, but Imed, Wonderboy, and Walid don't play for them anymore. But Imed and Walid, I went to like some, you know, like the football specialist college where you're there, like it's for the gifted and talented, and you play like pro direct. We went up to play Southampton and that. You see Imed, let me tell you something about Imed, and the proof's on YouTube, all their games. He is one of the most technically gifted ballers I've ever played with. But you know why I didn't make it? And he probably tell you himself, he's just a bit, but to be fair, he did have a peak injury a couple years ago. But bro, he's just, do you know what I mean? He's just, he's better than a lot of man on TV now. Like, he's better than a lot of man. Similar to what you're saying about your guys at hashtag, yeah. His talent's ridiculous. Even all of the man, like Don E, and you know, you get these rappers that come and do the little skits.
Don's cold blood.
Don E's a cold baller still, but they'll all say, look, big up Jinnel. Jinnel's even say they'll all say, bro, that's why he's got his name Wonder Boy, innit? They call him Boy Wonder in the team because, and thing is, I can vouch because I played with him. I'm not just watching from a YouTube lens. I played with him and his boy, but the reason why he didn't make it is because he didn't work hard. But if he did, I'm telling you, we are better than a lot of man that play now. I'm showing you.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say, bro. There's multiple factors, yeah, and ability, yeah, is not the most important thing, bro. Like it's not, bro. Unfortunately, it's loads of different circumstances because there's a lot of men that aren't that level, bro. And it's the same even with NBA, yeah. I see a thing where a man's saying, yeah, bro, the NBA, there's so much politics involved in NBA, bro, that it's like, bro, you're not automatically the top 400 best players in the world or whatever just because you play in the NBA, blood. Because there's bare man here that are good enough to still play in the NBA, but they've been frozen out for whatever political reason or this reason or that or salary or this or that. There's always, do you know what I'm saying? There's always something, bro. And it's the same in football. Football is the worst thing. And this is why it's just like the kind of person I am. I'm like, bro, I should have taken up an individual sport, blood. I should have just done, you get me, tennis or something, because I don't need to worry I don't need to rely on no one. I don't need to rely on no one to pick me. I don't need to rely on anyone to agree with how I want to play. I don't have to agree with no one. I just do my thing, blood. No, you know, like that. I just do my thing, bro. And either it's good enough or it's not good enough, but then I can't blame no one. You know, them ones there. Like, if I don't win the game, I can't say, oh, I didn't win the game because my coach, because it's just me versus that guy. So if I don't win, it's because I wasn't good enough to win.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? In football, it's not like that, bruv. There's so much that's out of your hands in football. It's crazy.
That's what I've always said. Individual sports have more advantages than team sports still.
Oh, I agree.
But then I think the pressure and scrutiny is even higher because it is just you. You can't. Yeah, but that's better. No. That's better if you got mindsets like me and you that take accountability. Man that don't like taking accountability, that's kind of worse for them because they'll still try and blame it on outside factors when it is just you. Literally, bro, how many times have you kicked ball with a brethren and like you know you had a cold game, but the way a pass might have been bad, so it makes him look bad. Do you know what I mean? I know exactly what you mean, bro, because you could have a blinder, but your teammates can make something look harder than it actually was for you. I'll never forget, bro. There was a situation when I was at Palace and we played MK Dons, bro, and I ended up scoring the goal and making the pass look good, but the pass was shite. And even my manager after said he was getting more praise for the assist, and as that everyone's praising him for the assist when you had to make the pass look good, bro. It's similar to the charity goal I scored. I had to take it in my stride. It's like, bro, that's one thing I hate about team sports. Everyone's giving him the plaudits, but that pass was dead. Where individuals on you. You know what I mean? Like the pass was dead.
Brother, that's why I can't play non-league, bro. Because bro, I scored a goal like that for I went and I played a friendly when I came back from Sweden. I went to Billericay in it because one of the coaches knew the guy there, bro. And the right back has pinged me a diag, and it was awful. You know when you're chasing it, and I've had to jump here, and I've controlled it, but my foot's like in the air, like head height. You know them ones, and I've brought it down and I've scored. And them man are congratulating man for the ping. I was like, brother, this bro overhit the thing, yeah. And I've had to cushion this thing about, bruv. By the time my foot connected with the ball, my foot is probably shoulder height. Like, do you know what I mean? Now, both feet are off the floor to control this ball, you know. Do you know what I mean? A man said,
I know what Touchy did. You know the Ibra one where he jumps up high.
Up in the air, bro.
Bro, I know how you brought it down.
Was higher than my head, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If
Henry used to love that one as well.
It would have been a Liu Kang thing, bro. Man was doing a flying kick to control the ball, yeah. Brother, a man said, "Oh, what a ping, bro." They're giving the right back plaudits for the vision of the pass. I was like, brother, he overhit that. I nearly done my hamstring. You know, like, bro, I nearly done my hamstring, bro. I said, "No, I can't do this. I can't do this no more, bro." I played one game, yeah. Traveled all the way to Essex, never went back. I said, "Nah, that's me. I'm done. Done with football, bro."
This is that, bro. That's like we were saying about the Xerxes goal, bro. The cross was dead. I can't remember who played it. You know, another example. We played AC Milan the other day. Did you see Sabozlai's goal? And it was a very good finish. He cushioned it. That was a poor cross from Gakpo, bro. Gakpo played it behind him, and Sabozlai had to make it. But then I'm seeing everyone running up to Gakpo, and I'm getting fans saying, "Oh, that was a good cross by Gakpo." I said, go and watch the goal again, bro. Sabozlai had to improvise, and that was a class finish by him, but that wasn't a good cross.
But this is why all assists are not equal, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because you should be making my life easier with your pass, bruv. You've given me so much to do. Don't take credit for what you've just done, bro.
It's like this weekend, Rants, yeah. Cole Palmer should get credited for the assist, not necessarily Neto.
Yeah, Cole Palmer's pass was Cole Palmer's pass, yeah, is what made the goal, bro. Like, literally, Neto obviously good explosiveness to take the touch away from the player, but Cole Palmer's weight of pass, but that's it. The weight of pass and the speed of pass, yeah. Everything about that was Cole Palmer. Everything about that.
What a ball, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Like crazy. So this is what I mean. These are proper assists. And even when he broke it down after the game as well, he said, "I knew they played a high line. So as soon as the ball fell to him, he knew where he was going. Like he knew, like he would have taken half a little glimpse up, and he knows it's a high line, so I'm playing it." Do you know what I mean? But Cole Palmer's not going to get stats for that. And that's why it's so important to watch the game, bro, instead of just doing the GA thing, bro. Because people will see that Neto got the assist, but there's no assist without the pass from Palmer.
Do you remember a Chelsea goal, yeah? This is one of the best assists I think I've ever seen. Fabregas plays a ball, they knock it back, and Schürrle taps it in. The chat might remember.
Fabregas played the ball like it was through the channel, like that.
Bro, in the tightest of gaps, bro.
Like, I think he hit it on a half volley and kind of cross it in it, and it went through. Yeah, nasty.
Bro, that assist, Rants, that's probably top 3 assists I've ever seen. Yeah, but I can't remember who plays it back in. I can't. Yeah, it was against Burnley. It was opening day. It was Mourinho. They won the league that year. It was Mourinho's season, but I can't remember who plays it back in. But obviously, they're gonna get credited the assist. But nah, bro, that is Cesc. That is Thiago done it. Thiago done it for us. I know people say he's a flop at us, but the amount Liverpool fans will tell you the amount of pre-assists that guy done for Bayern, but even for us in this short time, cold, bro, cold.
Yeah, nasty, bro. But these are proper passes, innit, bro? Like when you actually put care on the passes. And there's not a lot of players in world football that are doing these things now. They're not putting the care on the passes. So this is why the way these men are rating these ballers compared to how I rate them. And this is why I'm giving my manager the patience, because I understand he's working with guys that their technical level is not very high. Do you know what I mean? A lot of these players that man are rating high. You look in the Portuguese league, a lot of these man don't know the names of these guys. They're technically way more efficient than a lot of the players we're seeing in the Premier League. The Premier League's more about physicality, but the technical level of the Premier League's not very high.
I've been saying this for years, bro. It's not. I'd say I'll put Spanish football above it, Italian football above it. I'll even
French,
put
Portuguese.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, 100%. In terms of actually ability on the ball, yeah, like the Premier League is at the bottom out of like those 5 leagues easily, bro. There's a lot of man like, bruv, any league where you got guys like the Adamas and these man, yeah, like picking up money. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not serious, bruv.
Yeah.
It's not really serious, bro. A lot of these men are scrubs. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. Like, even Nacional yesterday playing against Sporting, even though like they were miles away from Sporting Lisbon, you could see when they did try and move the ball, they tried.
Yeah.
They tried, innit? Like the Prem is, I can't lie, the Prem's a ghetto when it comes to technique and that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them ones where I'm talking about the majority. Premier League is physicality first, technicality second, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas in these other leagues, yeah, it's technicality first, bro. And if you don't have the technicality, you can't make it. Do you know what I mean? The fact that Angel's gone to France and he's kicking ball in France, no one's talking about his lack of height or physicality. Every time he gets linked with a team in England, everyone's saying, "Oh, but I don't know about the physicality. Like, I don't know if it." What do you mean? Can he play football? Yes or no, bruv?
You know why I hate that notion? Because we've seen man like Mahrez, we've seen man like Juan Mata, we've seen man like David Silva, where bro, like their frame is quite slight.
But they're skinny just because they're a bit taller, but they're still skinny, man. Same way.
Exactly, and their IQ separates them, so they don't need to. They don't need to have what everyone else has in stature or power and pace. They don't need none of that, bro. I always said a technical team will be a fitted team, in my opinion, bro.
Always.
And do you know why that's evident, Rant? I think in the last 20, the last 20 Europa League finals and Champions League finals combined, it's majority been the Spanish teams winning it, whether it's Barca, Madrid, Atletico Madrid, or Sevilla, bro. There's a reason why Spanish teams dominate Europe. And I'm not just talking Champions League, like if you filter it down as well. So, yeah, man.
That's it. And it's not the physical side. It's not. It's the technical side, bro. Like the technicality gets slept on too much, but it should be the foundation. It should be the bread and butter. And for a lot of it, it's not. So, man said Cole Palmer's built like a Twitch stream, you know. Yeah, fact.
That's another one. He's skinny as well.
He's skinny, bro, and he's balling out, bro. And this is why man need to understand, yeah, football's a thinking man's game. It will always be a thinking man's game. That's why scrubs like Jude and these man, yeah. Like, bro, like I just like the fact that football's healing and players like these lot are getting called out now. Him and Mbappe and these man, they're getting cooked now.
Do you know what, Ranch? Yeah, I went to a goal session last week, and you get like the old men that just get their mates round, like they still love the game, so they'll have like a 7-a-side. But I'm telling you, he looked like he was the oldest man on the pitch. This was last Thursday night, yeah. And I'm someone I don't concede to black timing in that. I'm quite punctual with most things, but that's through playing for academies that they teach that from young. So I'm never really late to most things I do. But I don't want to make this a racial thing, but if you have a goal sesh with your man, them, bro, I'm not gonna lie. If it's a 7 to 8 sesh, bro.
Yeah, man, like, turn up in drabs and that, like, you know them ones there, yeah.
Bro, just to know, if you put an hour sesh, you're only probably getting half an hour ball. Man are literally still doing warming up at 7:30. But anyway, I like to get there early. So the pitch we were going on, there was still like the old men. All of them must have been, the youngest guy there must have been 50. They were between 50 and 60, I promise. Bro, there was a guy where he couldn't run. Most of them can't run, but some could run more than others. The slowest guy, Rants, was just dictating the whole game,
yeah.
Bro, because he just had this. He just had this, bro. He literally just had this.
But that's where you get humbled. When you go to goals and them things there, and you see all the geezers there, and you think, all right, cool, we can run these, man. And them man just start popping it, pop. And then low block because their man ain't running. You know them, man. So now you're just trying to use your skill to get around these, man. And they're just possession, playing it off the board, everything like that. Their man, bro, man with know-how, they'll kipper you, bruv.
Do you know what is Rants, yeah? What he kept doing, this is my favorite skill in football, simply because it buys you time. You see the Cruyff turn, yeah? I don't think man understand how simple but effective that move is, because
it's crazy.
When you make a man think you're gonna do something and he commits to it, you bought yourself. Everyone knows in football, a second is like an hour, bro.
Bro. You only need a split second. That's all you need.
Bro, he kept Cruyff turning because they are old
Yeah.
and maybe some are
them old man as well. They do the proper stiff Cruyff where it's like they proper sell it in it.
Yeah,
Bro.
but they're selling the Cruyff and then the opposition's carrying on.
Bro, they're selling that Cruyff turn, bro. I hear it. When you do that, man have to sell it, bro. And them slow brothers, you know what it is? Because everything they do is in slow motion. It's like you swear they're gonna pass it. You know that you swear they sell that, bro. I hear it. Because you know what it is? When you play against tricky players, you don't always bite on the feints because you know that they're trying to sell you something. But because their man are so slow, there's no way you think he's not gonna do what he looks like he's gonna do, innit? And he just sell the Cruyff turn and that, bro. It's crazy. That's why I love the fake shot. That's why I love the fake shot, blood. Just the fake shot and just drag it, blood. Because, bro, as soon as man flinch, bro, man's just gone.
I always say, bro, whenever someone mentions the fake shot, it's Ozil's goal against Luda Goretz. You know, when he's sitting man down and they're sliding like slaloms, and he's literally waiting, letting them slide, and then puts it in the back of it. That's one of my favorite goals ever, bro. You're right. The fake shot, Cruyff turn and fake shot, though, they're very similar. Do you get it? As in, they're trying to deceive you, bro. I think the fake shot / Cruyff turn is the most effective skill because, you can do step overs and rainbow flicks and all that, but that requires too much effort. This is simple but effective, and you could probably beat your man easier with the more simple skill than the one that looks more aesthetically pleasing. Obviously, if you're like the Neymars and that can do that and you're still getting past your man, then you're just from another planet. But that's why Messi, I always say with Messi, he was skillful but not skillful in his actual skills. Does that make sense? You wouldn't see Messi doing step overs.
He didn't do tricks, bro.
Bro.
He had great balance and his feints in it. That's all it is. It's the same as boxing, his feints. That's all it is. Like Messi's got the feints, bro. Like it's just a drop shoulder inside. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he might make you with it, but it's just drop shoulder this way, drop shoulder. That's it. Messi was just dropping shoulders the whole time. That's all it was.
Bro, Giggs was another one for you, man. You wouldn't really do mad skills, but bro, the way you
Giggs had the fake shot and then nutmeg. He done the fake cross and then touch it through the legs. You get me? That was Giggs' thing. Fake to do the cross and then just touch it through man's legs. And man's gone to block the cross. Man's gone to block the cross and man's just nutmegged you. You know them ones there, like, and this is what it is. That was Giggs' thing. Fake cross, touch through the legs, and it almost always worked. It almost always works, bruv. And if it didn't go through their legs, it will bounce off man's legs and you'll get it back anyway. You know what I'm saying? So now that's what it is, bro. The simple things, and football's lost all that, bruv. You don't see man really doing that in football. Like,
see it, bro.
There's no skills in football now. All it is just passing and overlaps and that, and that's it. There's nothing. Like there's nothing.
You know who did it a lot? Do you know who did it a lot? And this is why he probably moved, bro. You see Pascal Gross from that went Dortmund. He loved the cross. And the amount of times I've watched Brighton, and you think man are swarming him, you think he's going to lose the ball. He'll take 2 men out of a game by a simple body feint or a Cruyff turn. Then he's brought himself and then normally put someone clean through. He's such an intelligent baller, but the only thing with him is timing on his side. I feel like his prime hit him late.
He peaks late,
if he was playing like this earlier, I feel like we would have been speaking about Pascal Gross in a higher light, but he's someone that used it very well. Lallana for us, but the thing is, though, this is what we were speaking about, Rants. Remember you said you watched something with Tyreek Hyde, and he was like, it depends when you do stuff. Lallana's Cruyff turn's effective, but there's sometimes in a Liverpool shirt, he's doing it for no reason, and they nick the ball off him. It's not just doing it, it's knowing when to do it, bro. And that
100%. But he's got the cleanest Cruyff turn though, Lallana,
yeah, he's
bro.
got the cleanest, bro.
And bro, he'll do it, in centre mid, bro. Like when there's traffic, you know them ones. He's the cleanest. Lallana had the cleanest footwork, bro. The one thing, injuries done him because Adam Lallana was a baller, you know. I
always said, man, like him, Scholes, they're Spaniards, bro. In an English body, they're not English, man. They don't play that English, man, bro. That's one player. If you ask me from Liverpool, that if I wish he could stay injury free, it'll be like him, Sturridge. There's a few others, but they're the main two because Lallana without injuries, he was a joke. I even it's funny you mention him because we watched I was watching a highlight reel the other day, some of his goals for Southampton and us, and the amount of times it was Cruyff turn 1-2 and just caress it past the keeper.
Yeah.
It was crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, nah. He's a proper, he's a monster.
That's mad. That makes sense then. Big up
Doesn't
Jay.
surprise.
He actually has Spanish heritage. That makes sense.
That's not a surprise, bro. That's not even a surprise, man. Hey, you lot, run up these lights, people, man. Big up everyone. Do you get me? Solid things, bro. Solid football show. Obviously, United are playing tonight. So we're back for the watch along. Who have you lot got?
Brighton away.
Ooh, that's a tricky fixture.
They got enough injuries, but I'll be real, Rants. I think we'll probably win on pens, but it's going to be a tight game because we're going to make bare changes. And Xavi and Iniesta always big up Scholes, and I think they even come out and said he's one of us. But bro, we got Brighton away. We got Brighton away, bro. Which I think it'll be tough, but we'll probably win on pens because they got bare injuries. Bare. They got like 8 or 9 men out.
Okay, and we got obviously Rude ball today, so you know what I mean. We're gonna see that. I think Rude would be in charge for Chelsea as well, and then I think Amorim will cut through after that, bro. Like there's rumors out there saying that he's gonna take charge after the international break. I don't believe that that's the case. I believe that they're briefing that just to kind of just to push things over the line. I believe that because they've already agreed. Man United have agreed to pay the fee to release his staff. So yeah, it's one of them things where I think he'll stay. He'll coach the game on Friday, and I wouldn't be surprised if they announce him before the Chelsea game and he's in the stands. You know, like
I was gonna say that. I think there's Europe next week or maybe the week after. I think his first game will probably be whoever you play in Europe. Wait, who do you have tonight?
Leicester at home.
Right. Do you know there's a player I like, Rants, and you that similar boys to me. You know that Buonanotte guy, yeah?
Buonanotte, yeah.
My brethren kept saying watch him, and I was like, I ain't really moved by him because he was in Leicester's team. He was in Brighton's team last season, and I saw glimpses. I said there's something there, but I'm not too sure on him. But bro, the more I watch him, he's got something about him still.
He can play. He can play. So it'll be interesting. We'll see if we win tonight. I'm sure we will.
You'll win.
You know what I mean? And then obviously we've got Chelsea on the weekend. I expect them to announce the manager before the game because that will just gas up everyone. That's going to be a little feel good thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we move in it. One thing's for sure is that it looks like Van Nistelrooy is not going to stay. And that's fine. This will actually be the first time, because you know what I clocked with Man United when new managers come in, they've always had somebody there, bro. Because like remember, Van Gaal had Ryan Giggs. That the club always kind of give them someone, in the staff to kind of be there. So Van Gaal had Giggs. I remember Carrick was with Jose, and then he was with Oli.
Oli had McKenna and them.
Carrick and McKenna.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But there's always, I think he's being allowed to bring his own staff, and they're not making him keep anyone. And also the Ruud van Nistelrooy appointment, they're saying that Ten Hag's agent was the guy that recommended getting Ruud in, and INEOS didn't seek out Ruud themselves, so he's not their guy. They don't give a shit.
You gotta be ruthless, bro. You gotta be ruthless. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Like I'm cool if Ruud leaves, bro. I'll be honest, because it's one of them ones where he loves the club. He's a manager as well, and it's egos, innit? Do you know what I mean? I want Amorim to be able to just cut through, do and say whatever the fuck he wants, and not have to worry about appeasing no one. He's got his G's with him. You get me? So that's just what it is. So let him bring his own coaches in. Complete fresh start, like no preconceived opinions. He can just take everyone on face value. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm happy with that.
Man, start forgetting their role. Not saying this will happen with Ruud, but let's say he starts outgrowing the assistant manager role. Because like you said, he's been a first team manager, but I think he won the Dutch Cup. Let's say he starts disagreeing, and then there's a rift. You lot are like, word to flourish. You lot are like keeping up with Carrington as it is. You just don't need them unnecessary headlines. Just bring in all your guys, and everyone cuts in it.
Exactly, and as a coach as well, he might be on the side, and Amorim might come in and say, "Yo, he don't like certain man that Rude likes."
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or vice
You know,
versa.
everyone just needs to be singing from the same hymn sheet, bro. And
Yeah,
bro, Rude should want that for himself. Rude should say, "Let me get another job where I bring in all my guys." Do you know what I mean? Like, you should want that.
100%. And this is why, yeah, the same way, yeah, that INEOS have moved on Silent Ferguson as the ambassador and stuff. Move on Rude, bro. Like, I don't want any like Man United like leftovers there putting pressure on the new regime, blood. Man just have to do thing. You get me? Man just needs to do something new in it. And INEOS are making a statement because they're saying, "Yo, this is our thing. This is our manager." Because Ten Hag's not their manager. Do you know what I mean? You man wrote your petitions and wrote your letters. You got your manager and he died. Do you know what I'm saying? So dust.
Facts.
Yeah, you get me? And this is it. So now he's gonna do things his way with his guys, no outside influence, and you just have to let man cook. So nah, man. I think it's calm, man. Big up everyone inside, man. Run up the lights. Who's live now, guys, at the moment? You know what I mean? We'll be back here at 7:15 for thing. What is Faz live now or something? At Old Trafford. Is he there? Man said he's at Old Trafford, or man's in Nando's or something like that.
See,
Man,
Faz, yeah, I don't know him personally. I've never spoke to him, but he's a legend. But that guy kills me, bro.
he's a madman, bro. I'll be honest.
He's a nutter, bro.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Nah, let me find Faz, bro. This guy. No, I mean that guy's beyond saving, blood. I'm telling you. Yeah, he live from Old Trafford. Yeah, we'll redirect to Faz, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man said that he's rinsing the Nando's sauce. Do you know what I mean? So yeah man.
Look.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. This guy, bro. You know what I mean? So big up, man. So do I think Amorim's a hipster choice? No, I don't think Amorim's a hipster choice. I think people think anyone's a hipster if they don't play your 4-2-3-1 or your 4-3-3. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's a hipster, bro. I just think he's a modern manager, bro. And a lot of modern managers want a high press. Do you know what I mean? They want to dominate possession and they just want to play a certain way. So yeah, man. Big up everyone inside though. Do you know what I mean? We're back here just after 7 o'clock for the United game to watch Rude Ball, people. Do you know what I mean? So big up, and I'll catch you guys